have schedules for all of the teams, and being as we are both Patriots fans, the only thing that we have that still hasn't been tarnished is hope. You see Stephon Diggs, he's partying on yachts. He's my man's is living it up.
Full-time pimp.
Yeah.
Full-time, actually, no. We don't know what was in that baggie. Could have been anything, allegedly.
You saw that
Full-time football player.
Chappelle show skit.
Yeah, he was in his Rick James era.
Is pimping easy? I'm gonna go ahead and say pimping ain't easy.
Stephon Diggs having 3 chicks around him on a yacht while his girlfriend is shaking ass 10 feet away is just a level of famous I won't understand.
That's way beyond anything that I'll ever comprehend. Nor do I want to comprehend, to be honest with you.
I don't give a fuck what he's doing as long as he's not being an issue in the locker room and he's having a 1,000-yard season for Drake May.
Catch the ball, catch tutties.
No
Break
problem.
Randy Moss's record. That's what I want.
Skip OTAs, hang out on yachts, do whatever pink substances you want to do, and then we'll just keep playing football and we're good. But yeah, do you want to start with the Pats? Do an S over-under totals for the wins?
Yeah.
What do we got here? Patriots right now are set at 8.5. Over. Agreed. Do you want to go through the schedule real quick?
Yeah, we can go through it.
Game 1, Tom Brady in town, Raiders.
Win.
That's a dub. Easy. In Miami, I think we win that, but I will give it to them because we always lose in Miami, just to be fair and not bias. Week 3, home at the Steelers. Win. Don't care if Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback or not.
Doesn't matter.
Next week in Foxborough, Carolina Panthers. Win.
Yeah.
At Buffalo.
Loss. Yeah.
At New Orleans. Win.
I don't know. I don't know who's playing quarterback. It doesn't matter.
Nobody good enough for it to matter. At Tennessee.
Win. There's no way
Mike Vrabel will not lose that game. He will not lose that game.
Win by 40. Whatever the spread is, double.
That is a bet the house Patriots spread game. Home against the Browns. Win.
Yep.
Right now we're sitting at 2 losses.
And we have 6 wins, right?
Yep, through week 8. Atlanta Falcons. Home. That's a game I think we find a way to lose.
I'm gonna go with loss, but I could see that also being a win. Kind of like that Miami game.
Toss up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll call it a loss.
Yep. At Tampa.
Loss.
Agreed. It's kind of the same thing as Miami. Home against the Jets in primetime. Win. Another game Vrabel's not going to lose. Mm-hmm. His first game against the Jets in primetime, no shot. At Cincinnati, I'll give you a loss.
Yeah.
Home against the Giants.
Win.
Home against Buffalo.
What week is that?
15.
That could be a win if Buffalo is far enough ahead in the division. They may be resting starters. I don't know. Probably not.
I don't think they will be then.
Call it a loss.
I think that's a loss.
I
think we lose the next one at Baltimore.
Yes.
And then you win out 17-18 at New York and then home against Miami.
Yes. Agreed.
That's 6 losses?
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
That's not too shabby. Too
shabby.
That would be a hell of a return. Like, that'd be a huge come out.
Actually, no, it was 10-7 we had.
It was 10-7.
I forgot about the first Dolphins game.
Yeah, it's 10-7.
Still over. I'm hitting it. I'm taking it.
10-7. It could be 11-6.
Could be.
We'll see.
Next up, Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
Over 8.5. Under.
I think I'm on the under as well.
There's a moth. I was gonna fucking Karate Kid it. I was waiting for it to.
I am under as well.
Yeah, I don't trust the Dolphins for shit. Week 1 at the Colts. I'll give it a win.
Yep.
Home against the Patriots. Win, we said.
Yep.
At Buffalo, loss.
Loss.
Home against the Jets. Win.
Yes.
At Carolina, loss.
Yeah.
Home against the Chargers, loss.
Yeah.
At Cleveland. Doesn't it feel like a game they lose?
I'd give them a win there.
All right, I'll give them a win. At Atlanta Falcons.
That's a loss. I think Atlanta's going to be good this year.
Okay. Home against Baltimore, loss.
Loss.
Home against Buffalo, loss.
Loss.
Home against Washington.
Loss.
All right, so you're sitting at 7 losses through week 11
Yeah.
after starting 3-1.
Yeah.
Bye week, and then you're home against the Saints,
Win.
on the road against the Jets,
Win.
on the road against Pittsburgh, in prime time.
Win. No,
I agree.
loss.
Oh,
Tomlin in primetime is like ridiculous record, isn't he?
probably, but I'm thinking old shitty Aaron Rodgers in prime time, but I mean he's not even on the roster yet, so
Yeah.
I'll go loss.
Okay.
Um, Home against the Bengals and the Bucks. I think both of those are losses.
Correct.
And then at New England, we said was a loss.
Yeah.
That's 6 wins.
Yeah. I see them 6 or 7 wins at most.
Yeah,
It's 6 or
that's
7.
a tough season for the Miami Dolphins coming up. I'm hammering that under.
Yeah. Give me the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills over 11.5 wins.
Over.
Agreed. Off first inkling. Week 1 at home, Baltimore Ravens. Win.
Yeah.
It's close.
Yeah.
At New York Jets.
Win.
Win.
Yeah.
Home against Miami. Win.
Yeah.
Home against the Saints. Win.
Yeah.
Home against the Patriots.
Yeah.
Damn, they've played 4 of their first 5 games at home.
Yeah. And you've given them 5 wins. They're 5-0.
Yeah. Yeah, so far. 6 Atlanta Falcons.
Win.
Win. At Carolina.
That might be a sneaky loss. Who do they
I can
play
see
after
it.
Carolina?
Kansas City.
Yeah, that's a trap game.
That is a
That's
wicked trap game.
that is the trap game of trap games. So I'm going to give Carolina the win there.
Okay, I like it.
I'm
And
going to
then
call it. Write it down. You could write it down. You can bookmark this. You come back to me after that game when they
week
lose to
8 Panthers
Carolina.
Bills. That's
Yeah.
Armchair's legacy game.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs after that I think is a loss. Especially if you lose to Carolina.
Kansas City will be a loss.
At Miami, win.
Yeah.
Home against Tampa.
Win.
At Houston. What do you think about Houston? They're better this year?
They
I think
are.
this is kind of a bridge
So
year for them.
I think that they're significantly better than they were last year because they're healthier. They're on the mend. You've got Nico back. You've got CJ Stroud after having his struggles. I think people are going to be off him. I'm looking at Nico as I had Nico high. I had Nico a lot higher than other people. I had Nico higher than Malik Neighbors did as wide receivers. And that turned some heads. We'll see. That said, I think Buffalo wins in a shootout.
At Pittsburgh.
Win.
Home against Cincinnati.
Loss.
Agreed. Week 15 at New England.
Win.
We said was a win. At the Cleveland Browns.
That's a win.
Home against the Eagles. Loss.
Loss.
Home against the Jets.
Win.
So that's 4 losses.
Yeah. They
13
could have
and 4.
Yeah, they could have 5. They could be 12-5. Depends
Yeah,
on
with
that.
the Ravens.
Depends on the Ravens. It also depends on that Week 18 game against the Jets. Could be what the Patriots had
The
this year.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Yep. I still like over 11.5.
Yeah, me too.
And the New York Jets.
What's the number?
The number is over 5.5.
Under.
First inkling, yeah, I'm gonna go under.
It might
Week
be.
1
It might be over. It might be just over. This is tough. Week 1, go ahead.
versus the potentially Aaron Rodgers-led Pittsburgh Steelers.
Uh,
Justin Fields revenge game.
if
Aaron
if
Rodgers revenge game.
I like the Jets, if it's not Rodgers.
If it's Rodgers, they lose.
Yes, because Aaron is a
Well,
petty motherfucker.
let's assume he is not on the team because he's not signed yet.
So then it's a win.
Okay. Week 2, Buffalo.
Loss.
At Tampa.
Loss.
At Miami.
Loss.
Home against Dallas.
Loss.
Home against Denver.
Loss.
Home against Carolina.
Loss.
At Cincinnati.
Well, definitely a loss.
What an awful schedule they have.
Yeah, it's
versus Cleveland at home.
Win.
At New England.
Loss.
At Baltimore.
Loss.
Home against Atlanta.
Loss.
Home against Miami. I got it.
Did you?
Dead motherfucker.
Loss.
At Jacksonville.
I want to say loss.
I want to say loss too. At New Orleans.
Win. That
home
one.
against yep, home against the Patriots.
Loss.
At Buffalo.
I know we gave that as a Buffalo win, but I feel like we should give that to the Jets. That puts them at 4.
That does put them at 4. It puts them at 5 potentially with the Rodgers flip.
Yeah.
So they're right on the line there. I'd still hitting the under, technically.
I mean, and look, last year we told you Patriots under. We survived.
Oh boy, did that. We did not. I mean, I didn't. My bet didn't.
No.
Only because of the Joe Milton one, but it hung on until the very last week.
Yeah,
of the
you
season.
get to week 18. It was still
and I took
alive.
I did buy, like, we technically hit the under. I bought down.
Yeah. I'm just saying we've got a pretty good track record. That's all I'm saying. We got a decent track record of calling these things. I don't think that the Patriots are going to win as many as we want them to win. I think they will find ways to lose. They're a young team. I still think it's over 8.5. I think realistically, a bad season is 9-8. Based on the schedule.
I have pretty high expectations.
I have very high expectations.
The team's a lot better.
If you didn't want me to have expectations, you shouldn't have made Forged in Foxborough.
That too, yeah.
But
the team clearly has expectations because Patriots of the past would not have made that.
No shot.
No shot.
Also, apparently Carolina or Jacksonville does this, and it's called On the Hunt, and it's been every season. And they're only 30-minute episodes. Get on our level.